It's a great day to play. Great day to play. Great day to play. Great day to play.
I love how raw this opening is here. I love that. I love the use, and this is true for the original one. I love the use of auto-tune on things like this, right? Where you're using it for like a purposeful effect to give it life, rather than using it as like just a correction tool. You know, like I love the use here.
성공과 행복 같은 듯 달라 하나 더 큰 성공을 원해 더 많은 부와 훨씬 커다란 명예 돈이 나를 쫓기를 원하지 돈만 쫓는 괴물은 되지 않길 나기를 남의 실패를 바라지 않기를 내 가족과 팬 그리고 팀 최선을 그래 돈 벌자 내 원대한 야망을 좀 높아 The world is yours 이제 전 세계가 같은 내 손을
Suga loves his goddamn ad-libs. I swear. He loves his goddamn ad-libs. Also, let's just talk about how cool it is to have, like he's using two different very voices in order to do this, right? Two very different voices. Jerry Gaming, how are you? Welcome in. What is happening? Like, just really cool. Super love this one, man. When I first saw this one and Jimin came out, I was like, dude, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for this. Dang it. Stop it. Hit play. There we go. God. That's trippy in my ears. That's trippy. Ah. Yes. His ain't no problem shit ad-libs in there, dude. Yes. God. It's too good. It's too good. It's just too good, you know? I was so surprised because it's like in the video that I saw, like he's like wearing the hat too, so you didn't even know it was him. You didn't even know. But love the use of this one. because there's a lot of different things that they did for effects in here. Two of them, biggest one being the one that I talked about before. I love the use of the auto-tune as an effect control. Like, yes, we use auto-tune all the time for actually vocal tuning, but using it here where you ramp it up for an effect control on the raps was really, really impactful to the way that the song builds up at the beginning. Very, very cool. Second portion here, though, is the different use in his voice in that beginning part, right? It almost sounds like it's a different singer, but it's not. It's just using it to give it more life, if that makes sense. So that's super cool. And you actually get to see, so it's funny, if you guys have ever watched the behind the scenes of the that I think it is with Suga, and he's talking to Psy, and they're going back and forth about how they want the sound, and he's like practicing it a couple times. He's like, is that good? Do you want it deeper? Do you want it higher? Whatever. That's something like when you're in the studio, from a studio point of view, that you really don't understand, that like each song that you do, like sometimes you're going to want to create a different song for your voice. You're going to have a go-to, right? Everybody's voice has just kind of a natural tone that they have, but for some songs, you're going to want to create something else. And so really, really good musicians will be able to adjust that to their surroundings, right? So, and just an example is here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna sing the same portion of a song, but I'm gonna do it in two very, very different styles. Okay. Let's do Ave Maria, because you guys know it. Okay. I'm gonna sing it in a pop vocal first. So let's do Ave Maria. All right, pop vocal. Let's do like more of like a jazz vocal. All right, Ave Maria. Now let's do classical. Ave Maria. Right? So like true musicians, when they're listening to it, and this is one of the things that I love about him and his production, true musicians are going to hear that and be able to adapt to what they want to do, and not everybody has it. There's a lot of people out there that they can sing one way, like that is it. You know, they might have a little bit in their repertoire, but when you hear them sing, every single song is going to sound like that. I always think of the lead guy from Panic at the Disco, right? If you heard his voice in anything, it is unmistakably him. There is no getting away from it. It is him, period, right? But I love hearing things like this when there's like these dynamics. Then there's dynamics and stuff in the song. So really, really cool. It was Third Muster. Okay. It was a surprise for a fan meeting at Third Muster. Brendan Urie, thank you. This is so awesome. Hope we get more Suga, Jimin rapping together. That would be really cool. Happy we have a studio version, but this is one of those things where Jimin's vocals in the live just surpass it a lot to me. It's the emotion though too, right? It's the swag live that you get to see that really brings some life into it. So that makes me laugh about this song is the amount of people who think this is Tony from Age. That's funny. Well, I mean, there's probably an entire generation of people that don't know who Tony Montana is. All right. What do we have next? Young Forever. Oh, okay. You ready for Young? Y'all ready for Young Forever? I love this song. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, not ready. Young Forever is a tough one, guys. No, I'm a cry. We gotta do it anyway. Anytime a song comes on with Ryan and Yuri in it, I instantly tell it's him no matter what kind of song. Right. Yep. RM demo version is the first song he produced all by himself. Oh, really? Interesting. Thank you so much for the info on that. That's did not know that. I'm even more excited to hear it. Okay. Love the pan in there.
Take it back to the top 시간을 되돌려놔 지기 어린 한숨과 절망이 가득했던 밤 넌 무엇인가 잃어버린 채 두 눈을 감은 채 잡히지 않은 걸 찾아 헤매 삶은 아름답지만 그래서 더 잔인한 추라 거꾸로 보면 잔인하지만 아름다운 무상 어느 쪽도 위로 못 되겠지만 말장난 같은 세상 너도 느껴야만 해 우리 모든 것의 사이에 있어 자기의 장애와 장애 사랑과 수고 현실과 이상 그놈들의 사이에 나 사랑할 수 있어 스스로 너의 그 부족함을 네 결핍 네 거짓 네 없는 그림자 같은 너의 꿈을 새나 아직 정신으로 살아가기는 싫다 내 멀쩡한 팔과 다리 이 심장을 믿는 네가 부모님이 주신 나에게 최소점을 팔지 말자 아픈 정신아 채워줘만 가
Man, how unique is that? This song's a banger. Again, sometimes you're like, how did you get from A to B, right? Like, how did you get from this one? It's really like, if this is his first song, this is really, really well produced. I'm curious because, okay, so just so you guys know, so there's different people that are involved in the production process. Generally speaking, is just putting the parts together, right? Writing and putting the parts together. Sometimes you'll have a producer and then you'll have a songwriter that might be separate. Sometimes they're the same. Sometimes you might have a composer that's different, and then the producer is just putting the pieces from the songwriter and the composer together and then layering some things on top of it and getting it to, you know, a pretty decent stage. Then after that, you have the mixer, and the mixer is the one who fine-tunes everything to make sure that you can hear the things where you're supposed to hear them, when you're supposed to hear them, that nothing fades in the mix, that all of the vocals come out. Like, that's that portion. And then you have somebody that might master it, which goes in and fine-tunes it even more and brings all the pretty sounds out. Sometimes those are completely different people. And I'm just curious if if he did the whole process, just the production mix process. I'm very, very, because this is for a first self-production produced song. This is really, really good, really good. Very cool. So definitely in the same key, right? Definitely, you know. Soul Rabbit and P-Dog are also listed as producers on the song. Okay. So he probably put the main portions of the song together, and then they helped with like the mixing and adding in extra stuff on that. Very, very cool. Man, that's pretty different, right? It had just kind of the bass. I mean, I guess the kind of the premise, the thought of the song is pretty much the same, right? And then, you know, the chords are the same. It's in the same key, but man, crazy. There is only ever going to be one RM. He's such an incredible human. Well, I mean, like, his intellectual brilliance. You're breathtaking. Thank you so much. I forgot that I had old alerts for the Patreon thing. Those were my old alerts. That was my old, I had an old You're Breathtaking thing that took off in the channel for some reason with Keanu Reeves. That's so funny. Brings back memories. But his intellectual brilliance really shows in these songs. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the things. Is like, I just don't think that there's a lot of people that can compare on an intellectual level with him when it comes to like his lyrics and stuff. Candy Bear, how are you? Welcome in. It's been a while. Also, don't forget, guys, you can sub for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can go down and you can sub to the channel for free once a month with your Amazon Prime membership. That way you can get ad-free viewing. It helps out the channel. Lots of good things happen when we do that. Because I want to continue to do this for all of you guys. All right, what do we have next? Loved that. Loved that. Oh, Spring Day. Come on. Who put Young Forever and Spring Day back to back, damn it? I refuse. I refuse. It shouldn't charge you unless you've already used it. It shouldn't charge you. Yeah. Forever we are young. He teased us on a V Live years ago. They like to make us suffer. Okay. All right, let's do it. All right, so we definitely have the main. All this stuff is pretty much in there then. Oof. God, every single time I hear something, immediately emotional. Immediately.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말하니까도 보고 싶다 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무 약속한 시간 나는 우리 꿈이다 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어지니까 여긴 온통 겨울뿐이야 8월에도 겨울이 와 마음은 시간에 달려가네 홀로 남은 설국 열차 네 손잡고 지구 반대편까지 가 겨울을 끝내봐 그리움들이 얼마나 눈치를 내려야 그 봄날이 올까
무거움을 떠도는 자기 먼지처럼 자기 먼지처럼 난 이제 눈이 내려면 조금만 많이 내겐 닿을 수 있을 텐데 저 봄날을 기억해 지나도 잊지 마라 Oh baby 또 너를 꿈꾸는
Where'd that come from all of a sudden? Wow, okay. Wow. They should have just taken that part and made it into an entirely different song. Like, that was the hook in there was great. The vocals were great. They could have literally taken that part and made it into an entirely different song. Just from that. Just from that, they could have made it into an entirely different song. Because I think the one reason why it didn't quite fit was Spring Day has a lot of this solemnness to it, right? Like, we're not going to go into the whole BU aspect, but like there's a lot of solemnness in it. And I felt like his part almost sounded too bright, too early, if that makes sense. But like they could have easily, like, that on its own had what it took for that. Love Tay's commentary on this demo in the recent Weverse interview. Very different. Suga wrote this song for a friend in prison and Namjoon for an old friend. Interesting. Spring Day was basically our first pop ballad, so I thought I could write it, and I really wrote a lot. The producers I was working... Oh, moving too fast. The producers I was working with all the time... or all said they liked it, and the label really liked it too. Even said something playful like, yeah, we're probably going to use yours, but it fell out of the running the following day. That's what Tay said. I think that was only kind of melody I could produce for that song. The reason being that when I was given the theme for Spring Day, my idea on a spring day was sort of like the sky clearing up after overcoming a chilly, melancholy feeling. It was a feeling like we're going to have to be days ahead somehow. So I wanted the melody to sound more cheerful than the kind that initially came to mind, and that's how it came to be. The melody Namjoon wrote had the setting that took place before mine, before the sky clears, or with the winter still in the air. The way he took up that vibe, it was going in the complete opposite direction from what I had in mind, and I thought, wow, I never thought a spring day could be interpreted that way. Compared to the spring day I was thinking of, Namjoon took his thinking one step further. His song really blindsided me. Wow. I mean that's a perfect representation though, like, right? I was just saying that where it sounded too hopeful, too quick from what the song is about. And all of you, if you got time this weekend, if you haven't yet, if you like books or if you're into movies, Snowpiercer, the original one, not the new. I don't know. I haven't even seen the new one. It might be good, but not the television show. The original Snowpiercer, the movie is fantastic. And really gives a lot in terms of summing up and understanding a lot more of what's happening and kind of their feeling of. And because I'm not gonna say too much. I don't want to give it away, but you'll know. Like, it makes a lot more sense for Namjoon's version of the song, 100%. Second piece is, though, there's a short story, for those of you who have paid attention to the BU and stuff like that, there's a short story called Those Who Walk Away from Omelis. If you've seen the Spring Day music video, you'll see on the top they actually have Omelis as the neon sign on the laundromat. And that book, it's a short story. I think it's only... I don't know, it's 15, 16 pages long. And honestly, you can probably find it online. I bought mine because I wanted a physical copy in a collection of works from the author, which I think that's the only way that you can probably buy it, a physical copy, would be in a collection of works. But I also would also implore you to read that. It is a magnificent read for those of you who are into literature at all. And the fact that he took those, and we were talking before about RM's brilliance and some of the intelligence that comes through, the fact that he was able to take both of those things and really, once you read them or once you see them, portray that imagery into these lyrics, it's masterful. Spring Day is a song that made me army. Like, Spring Day, I was hooked. I was sold, watching all the Seawolf Ferry stuff, watching the behind the scenes, like understanding it. I watched Snowpiercer. I did Those Who Walk Away from Malice, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, then got me into Damien, and man, I was hooked. But, so good. I only watched it because RM references it. Bought it before I ever saw Spring Day. Snowpiercer is one of my faves. It's such a good movie. Yes, the lead guy is, the guy that plays Captain America. Spring is really that song. Also, read the story long before as well. So you guys know, like, this, so good. But again, it says a lot about his intellectual, like, writing. I don't even know that we're done yet. I'm sorry. I've been talking a lot. We're not. I'm going to go back a little bit. Oh, not that far, though. Sorry. Seriously. Maybe on his solo stuff. He's working on solo stuff. Maybe this song will be on his solo stuff. And be called I Fall on You. So pretty. So freaking gorgeous. So gorgeous. Dang. So gorgeous. Sometimes I wonder how RM Prem is working to come up with so much good lyrics. Well, it doesn't have place for everything. That's why he's a little clumsy, I feel. His brain only has so much space, and so sometimes, fun fact, the Boy Meets Evil demo was supposed to be on the CD, but Hobie chose DNA in the end because he worked really hard on it. Interesting. Next is Hobie's DNA demo. Amelis gives the moral dilemma of sacrificing one child to the comfort and happiness of a whole society. Right. It's not... neither one of them are, like, happy-go-lucky things. So, if you're in a bad place, maybe don't. But they're really, really good. They're really, really good. I didn't know, I don't want to say too much because I don't know if people have actually, read it and, wanted to, I'm so bad at spoilers, guys. I'm so bad at spoilers. So I didn't want to say anything.